8 benefits of the apple. Why eat it? The antioxidant power of the apple would help reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. Indeed, the antioxidants contained in the apple would help to decrease and prevent the oxidation of lipids circulating in the blood and would reduce the blood cholesterol level. Consuming apples as a fresh fruit may also reduce the incidence of acute coronary syndrome (ACS), especially among men, according to a recent study. This syndrome includes unstable angina and myocardial infarction. Apple pectin is said to have beneficial effects for lowering blood cholesterol. In rats, pectin is believed to help remove more cholesterol through the stool. In addition, studies in humans have shown that the combined consumption of apple pectin and other soluble fibers, in this case guar gum and gum arabic, causes a drop in blood cholesterol, especially bad cholesterol. Apple juice is said to have beneficial effects on the lipid profile and certain inflammatory markers. It is the flavonoids of apple juice which are said to have these antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Eating apples, ideally 2 or more per week, would have a favorable effect on respiratory function as well as on the incidence of asthma and respiratory diseases. The polyphenols and flavonoids in the apple could increase the body's antioxidant capacity and thus reduce the inflammatory response in asthmatics. However, more studies will be needed before we can say with certainty that they have a protective effect. In addition, a study of more than 2,600 children aged 5 to 10 years concluded that daily consumption of apple juice from concentrate was associated with a lower incidence of wheezing, the most common symptom of asthma and which can be an indicator of the disease. Finally, eating apples during pregnancy may reduce the risk of asthma in children. Several studies have shown that regular consumption of apples can lower the risk of developing cancer, particularly lung cancer and colorectal cancer. Studies in vitro on cell cultures and in vivo in animals indicate that regular consumption of apple juice or 1 apple or more per day would even have some preventive effect against colorectal, colon, breast and of the lung. 43. The polyphenols and other compounds in the apple and its juice are said to have antioxidant effects and decrease the proliferation of cancer cells. These latter hypotheses must however be validated in humans. Polyphenols from apple have shown beneficial effects on blood cholesterol and a decrease in lesions in the blood vessels of animals. In a human study, daily consumption for 12 weeks of polyphenol capsules, 600 mg, extracted from apples lowered LDL cholesterol and visceral fat. A fresh apple contains about 200 mg of polyphenols. The apple is an excellent source of vitamin C. Vitamin C has antioxidant properties and could be partly responsible for the beneficial effects associated with a high consumption of fruits and vegetables. Vitamin C in the blood helped reduce oxidation and inflammation in the body, a protective effect against the onset of certain degenerative diseases associated with aging. The apple is a source of vitamin K. Vitamin K is necessary for the production of proteins which play a role in blood clotting, both in stimulation and in inhibition of blood clotting. It also participates in bone formation. In addition to being found in food, vitamin K is manufactured by bacteria present in the intestine, hence the rarity of deficiencies in this vitamin. Apple juice and apple puree are sources of manganese. Manganese acts as a cofactor for several enzymes that facilitate a dozen different metabolic processes. It also participates in the prevention of damage caused by free radicals.